You get the Apollo, I get the Chaos. You always get the Chaos, I always get the Apollo, it's not there. Shut up, I'm jumping. So here's a cheeky follow-up video with a couple more little observations about the Rival Artemis. Probably because the Greeks are a highly intellectual bunch, the Artemis also likes to follow rules. Here are the rules of the Artemis. High impact rounds fired from this barrel. These barrels rotate clockwise. During their rotations, barrels will take high impact rounds from the first tube they meet, which contains one. Which brings us on to something quite important. If you run out of ammo in a Nerf war and insert your high impact round into here, here's what's going to happen. The next time you prime and fire, this ball will end up here. You'll prime and fire again, it'll end up there. You'll prime and fire once more, and it'll actually come out. That means you run the risk of 2 dry fires before you're actually able to discharge that ball that you loaded into here. Therefore, for the purpose of Nerf wars, I recommend that when you're out of ammo, you reload the left-hand side with the blaster facing away from you first. Those cheeky Greeks with all of their rules. Now, someone asked me a question last video. Can you front load this blaster? Is the Artemis front loadable? Yes. Yes, it is. Prime this once to get access to the last chamber, and fire away as normal. I wonder if you can double front load this. Well, they fit. Fantastic. Double front loaded shotgun goodness. Seriously, does everything the Atlas does, but better. The Artemis is going to give the Atlas an inferiority complex. Slam fire shotgun action. This one's been front loaded with 3 balls. As you can see, this can be used to fire 3 balls at a time. This is not how Hasbro intended this to be used, but anyway. Kind of sad, but that's all I can find from the original 30 I had. I need a special floor for testing rival blasters, which kind of slopes downwards. As you saw just now, firing with 3 balls at a time was a little bit too much for the system to handle, but if you fire 2 at a time, hey, that seems like a perfectly reasonable shotgunny sort of thing to do. When loading, you got to hold it at an angle, otherwise you kind of turn it up and then you might lose all the... But actually, it's actually kind of difficult to tip these out, I've just noticed. That's kind of cool. Then if I move it this way... Why are they not falling out? I've just made an amazing discovery. The thing is that when you're loading this up, it's actually kind of difficult to push the balls in. It's like quite a sort of a, you know, snug sort of fit. But because of that, look, I'm gonna kind of load all these in here. And I'm not sure if anyone's sort of noticed this yet. There are lots of videos about this already, but look, watch this. And so, this thing here, the slidey thing is still down there. I'm now going to turn this upside down. None of these are coming out. I'm even going to shake it. Oh my goodness. And so the effect of this slightly snug fit here is that basically none of these rounds come out until you want them to. That's absolute genius. I can't believe this. Look, I'm shaking it. I'm shaking. And none of these rounds have come out. Hasbro, you are geniuses, or genii, or whatever the heck the plural for that is. How can this be so? Is it the case that these aren't falling out? Oh my goodness. I'm sorry, I know that they're meant to come out of that end and not this end, but you've got to admit, this is pretty incredible. How is this possible, defying physics? I kind of slide this back here, and you can still fire. Let me just try priming this as well. So, I've still got this open. This is just amazing. So that was close. So basically, you can prime this. You can... Okay, so basically, the only reason why you need this back here is because when it is back there, these springs are pulled back, which means you can load more of those in. But the thing is, if you're slightly tipping this forward, though, to prime, then even if it's just like that, these springs can still kind of engage. And I would recommend, actually, if you're running this in a war, you can shake this as much... Man, this has got to be one of my favourite features on this blaster. The fact that I just can't get over the fact that these... Look! Dang, I wish I thought of that. And to think, I was about to go and get a Dremel and destroy this so that it was easier to fit these in. Man, I'm so glad I noticed that. No, why doesn't it mention that anywhere on the box? That's a heck of a selling point. Tactical rail, rotating barrel, slam fire, trigger lock, integrated 30-round magazine, and intuitive. Take as much as you want. It's like Hasbro thought of it, but they didn't even realise it. That's why it's not on the box. Hasbro wish they'd realised they thought of it and put it on the box. This blaster is more war practical than I thought to begin with. Not only do we have the slam fire, the high capacity, the top loading, but the balls don't come out. That's incredible. And again, why isn't that feature on the box? Seriously, Hasbro, it wouldn't have been that difficult. Maybe they were worried about covering up whingy Apollo guy. What's in the stock? It's honey and lemon this time. Got the winter snuffles, need a hot drink, boil a mug of water, add a spoon of honey, a squirt of lemon, and you have a delicious drink. A squirt of lemon, add a spoon of honey, and stir. And yeah, someone said in the comments last time, if you are going to microwave your honey, for goodness sake take the metal cap off first. Triple front load your finger with a click for the like, subscribe and bell.